What is up, you beautiful happy hustlers out there? Cary Jack here, and I want to share with you something so important, and that is come in peace, but mean business. Yes, I said it. Come in peace, but mean business. This is something that I recently heard the CEO of Brandbuilders Group, my good friend Vaden, say, and it really resonated with me because oftentimes kindness gets taken advantage of as like a weakness. And this is a way for you to be peaceful, but yet also have that warrior side. That's a concept that I really live by, being peaceful, but also being a warrior. And specifically in business, I want to share with you how you can apply this concept, how it showed itself recently in my life, a story that I'm actually going to share with you about my business, and how it can actually save you a ton of money in your business and in your life if you live with this mindset. Coming in peace, but meaning business. Now, I want to share with you initially the story so you can kind of see how it played out for me. And you can also see how you can apply some of this for your own life. And specifically, I'm not going to use any names, but I recently had a client for one of my events who purchased and had a family emergency and was unable to attend. And I have very clearly on my, sales page and on my website, there's a no refund policy. Well, unfortunately, this person couldn't make it. So it was just a family emergency. And I fully understand and empathize with that. But my policy is my policy for a reason, because given the nature of the trip, it's hard to fill spots after a certain date. Regardless, I wanted to work with this individual. I really appreciate, them and who they are and how they operate. So I gave a fair deal, right? A peaceful deal in what I so thought. That was a win-win where this person didn't lose anything, but it still covered my cause in the spot. And it was a way to mitigate the downside, right? So this person initially said yes to this deal, but then wanted to change the terms and essentially go and push for more that was more favorable on the other on this person's swaying more in their favor. And apologies for the ambiguity, but I just want to for respect purposes just obviously leave names out of it and too many details out of it. But I held firm, and I believe you can be firm but fair, right? In your business, you can be firm but fair. With your relationship, you can be firm but fair. With your kids, you can be firm but fair. And you can come in peace. Like, you want nothing but the best for this individual. I wanted nothing but the best for this individual. I realized it was a family emergency, but I mean business. This is a business. I'm operating a business here. This isn't charity. I give back to charity because I run a business, because I have money to give back, because I'm firm but fair and I stick to my guns. And I want you to do the same. If you want a happy hustle, a life that you love, full of that passion and that purpose and that positive impact, you got to be firm but fair. You got to come in peace but mean business. And it really can be looked upon as almost like a self-defense tactic. Like, you're protecting yourself, your business, and your interests, but you're being peaceful about it and you're being fair. And I always believe in integrity and being a person of your word. But I will just tell you, there's always going to be people who want to push and take and push the line from where you are firm and fair and want more. And you have to defend yourself, right? You have to defend your business. Just like, if you're out at a bar and someone comes up and, maybe slaps your girl's ass or, tries to mac on your man. Like, you might want to protect them, right? I definitely would, but you might want to protect them by giving yourself space. If it gets physical, you might want to protect them using physical force. Same thing goes. I come in peace, but I mean business. If someone, ever disrespected or, was physical or disrespectful to one of my loved ones or myself, I don't fuck around. I will do everything in my power to end you. And I say that with all love because I'm a happy hustler, but I'm a trained martial artist, and I know how to defend myself, and I know how to defend people who I love, and I'm typically carrying as well, some firepower, and I'm willing to use it. I'm willing to use my skills because I come in peace always, but I mean business. And I just think it's a very important way to live your life, to protect yourself, your family, your loved ones, and your business, being firm but fair, right? Operating with that peaceful warrior duality, right? And I will tell you straight up, like early on in my life, I was far too much warrior, right? I was always getting into drama, fights, some that were not going my way, most that did. But I will just tell you, typically it's not worth it, ever using force or violence or even in the business realm, like just using, tactics that get you the upper hand and do so maybe unethically. It's really imperative that you are firm but fair, right? But then there's a line. When people cross it, you got to protect yourself. And that's really what I just wanted to bring to your awareness today, is how can you look at everything you're doing right now in your business and your personal life, and how can you just be firm but fair, come in peace but mean business. And business really means operating with that urgency and that intensity, right? Operating with that urgency and that intensity, knowing that, life and your breath and your health, it's not guaranteed. Like, things can change. You can experience carbon monoxide poisoning like I did, right? And be affected negatively. And you could die, like I almost did, from the carbon monoxide poisoning. And that's why it's really important to live with that urgency, right? And that intensity. Being very business-minded, protecting your business, not doing business with people who are shady or who do wrongdoing or don't have ethical practices or, exploit people in the earth's resources. Really being firm but fair, coming in peace. I always look for, first and foremost, the way that I can come in peace to a situation and really add value. I want to go above and beyond. I want to really serve people, right? But then when it comes down to it, if there's a taker out there who just continuously take, well, I mean business. Hey, you know what? If you want to take more of my time, you got to pay for it, right? So it's about setting boundaries in your life. It's setting boundaries with toxic people, maybe boundaries in your family. Maybe you have some people who you care about, but they're victims. They're always, victimizing themselves. They're not taking accountability. Well, you can set boundaries. You can be firm but fair with them, right? You can tell them what's off limits and what's on limits, when you're available, when you're not available. And you can be true to that, right? You can come in peace. Hey, I want peace, but I mean business, And that's really, I think, just a big, massive mindset shift, something that I really want you to take from, this right now and actually implement it. Don't let people walk on you. Be firm. Don't let people take advantage of you, right? But be fair in the process, right? Giving, yes, to others, people that need it, 100%, right? But there comes a point where you got to protect yourself. You got to put, your oxygen mask on. You got to feed your soul. And that's really, the point that I want you to get to, is being firm but fair with yourself, with your boundaries, with your business, coming in peace, but meaning business, right? So that is the message for today. It's short, it's sweet, it's to the point. It's how you can start happy hustling that dream reality, baby. Not letting people, take from you or disrespect you or go against your policies, but being, true to yourself, sticking to your guns and being firm but fair, living with that urgency and that intensity. So I hope some of this resonated with you. If it did, maybe you can think of someone in your life who could benefit from this mindset, coming in peace, but, mean in business. This is, something that maybe you should share with them. Just send it over to them. And, what's cool about that is that's how the Happy Hustle movement really continues to grow, and people can really benefit from the content. And that's really why I do it. The service over self mindset. Yes, I get some value from it, but I really have pure intentions. I want to serve. I want to be the reporter in my life. Hey, something's working for me. I want it to work for you. I don't claim to be the guru. I just claim to be the reporter of, hey, this is working. I was firm but fair with this individual, for this policy. And I want to share with you this lesson from it. And I also want you to take it and implement it in your life, both personally and professionally, so that you can happy hustle a life that you love. And if you want to learn more, you can pick up a copy of my book, The Happy Hustle, 10 Alignments to Avoid Burnout and Achieve Blissful Balance, y'all. This book is available at thehappyhustlebook.com. You can get it for free right now. We're actually going to be charging for it soon, but right now it's for free. All you got to do is help out with shipping and handling, and we'll send it right to you. So check it out. And we also have the audio version on Audible. You guys can check it out there, The Happy Hustle. And I actually narrate it. So if you like my voice, even just a little bit, or, my quirky, cheesy jokes, there's plenty of those. You can listen to the audio version. But regardless, come in peace and mean business all the while. I hope you guys got some value. Share with a friend. I love you. I am out. Peace, y'all.